Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are playing The Sims 4 and we are remodeling a home. So this is a home that my friend Destiny previously built. It's very simple and it's in Glimmerbrook. I think that's the name, I'm pretty sure. And we're just going to remodel it. We're just going to take a quick look at it and I'm going to show you kind of ins and outs and we're just going to change it to be quite a bit different in the end. So here's just a little tour. You can see there was a little roofing issue there. But ultimately, it's a square. It's a very functional home. Then we have big wide open area and a few bedrooms with lots of beds. My friend Destiny does like to have very large families, and so that makes total sense that there would be a lot of beds. She's got a Christmas tree up, and whoa, look at all these pictures. I'm not really sure if she's wanting to keep these pictures or not, but we're going to preserve them and add them back into the home just in case, because I don't want to get rid of anything she wanted to keep. Same for these gnomes. I'll make sure she doesn't lose track of those. And she does have a Christmas tree, so I'm guessing this was around winter time that she built this and was kind of feeling that. So we're going to make this a big townhouse, actually. Double townhouses, and they're going to be rental. One side will be one rental, the other side will be the other rental. And we're just going to go ahead and, take a quick look at these. And there is books on the floor. Those are tomes, and so I'm going to actually preserve those too. But first we're going to we're going to get into it. We're going to start by making sure anything that should be saved is saved. And anything that we just really don't need is gonna, be given away. We're gonna sell it and we're gonna move on. And here we're gonna go into quick mode, so that it's not as tedious to watch, because this would last probably an hour if it was on slow mode the whole time. Here we go, we're speeding up, and I'm just pulling out those things to save right now, and I'm kind of trying to readjust everything to start, and then I figured out that was kind of not great, and so then I was like, yeah, okay. So sometimes when I'm doing these remodels, if I know it's a house that she actually really cares about, I do try to preserve the things that she had in there. Kind of makes it more challenging, but I happen to know that this, or I should say I suspect, that this is a house that's been abandoned. And so in terms of she built it, she played it, she's left it. Because, I've been making her lots of houses. And so her goal for me remodeling her homes is, one, a challenge for me, which I really enjoy building. And I enjoy the challenge because, it can get kind of old building your own things over and over and over again. But also to give her builds new life so that she may use it in her homes and families later. So here you can see I'm shaping it up. I'm giving it new dimensions, new height. This lot is actually a little bumpy. There's a bit of elevation in it. If you can see, it kind of dips down there in the foundation next to the stairs. So here we're just going to go ahead, and I was kind of confused because I was on the top floor for a second there, and then I wasn't, and I was like trying to build on the first floor, and it got kind of weird. Anyway, so these buildings are going to be kind of neutral toned on the outside, but then they're going to be different colors on the inside. And it's great. I think it turns out fantastic in the end, you guys. I really hope you stick around to the end, or at least skip ahead to the end just to see what it looks like, because it does turn out really good. This was quite an inspired build. I've built townhouses before, but not quite like this. So here we're just going ahead and finding some fencing, because I feel like they would have, separate yards going on in the middle here, or not in the middle, but in the front. Their gates. And then I was trying to figure out what to do with the mailboxes, and I was like, what do we do with this? And so I made this little nook in the front where the mailboxes can hang out. And I was like, oh, I don't really need a giant one, but I do need like a multiple one. I was thinking about doing two separate small ones, but I ended up with the multiple one there. Using kind of the fancier windows here, which I do end up having to flip because I do have them backwards. Putting in the doors, putting in the stairs, changing the colors to be a little bit more modern looking. I kind of wanted to look like not like an institute, but like kind of formal, kind of like ecology. Like maybe the idea is, and see, I ran into the issue with the ground here, so I had to do paint. I wanted the idea, like, this is a place of study. This is where maybe the witches come, and witches and wizards come, the spellcasters come to do their studying and come, but they're not like, I don't know, the stories you make up. Or it's just a regular house. Whatever. It is what it is. I think that's just however you want to play this house is the way you play this house. And again, these houses are up on the gallery, you guys. If you want it, it's there. It's under the Ashliness with one S for the end, which is a whole story in itself. One day I'll tell you. But yeah, no, we're just chugging along. We're doing paint jobs. I'm trying to work simultaneously on these. So like kind of one side and the other side. So I want them to kind of matchy, but not match at the same time. Because I feel like, these houses are clearly been built by the same person. And they're clearly, the same designer and same decorator ultimately. Not that I guess in reality, the idea is that they wouldn't have this decorated, but like this would be the job of the Sims moving in, the families that would live there. But this is where the obviously it needs to be decorated. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I'll get some lights in here soon, I promise. So it'll be easier to see what in the world I'm doing. And so I wanted this to work. I wanted that board to work for the pictures, and it just didn't. And then I was so sure that there was a thing that housed pictures, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I just looked and looked and looked and looked, and I kind of found some stuff I kind of liked, and so I was kind of grabbing them as I saw them before I forgot about them. But I ultimately didn't find what I was looking for, and then I thought, like, oh, let's do security, and I was like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Makes it seem like the house is unsafe, and it's not. Well, not in this gameplay. You might play it in a way that makes it not a safe location, but this is the idea of this, is that it is a safe location. Just kind of chugging away here. I just kind of wanted this to be like a little nook. And it's just matchy. Gotta get my plants in there, because you know me. Love my windows, love my plants, like my colors. Gotta get my rugs. And then I was like, I kind of want like a fireplace, but where am I going to put it? And I was like, oh, let's do walls here so then I have more space to build. Because it is tricky, you guys. This is a little bit small on the small side, and there I'm flipping those windows. Because this is on the small side, so it does take a little bit of work to make the space work for you. Where you're like, okay, well, they need an ideal world for the Sims. They need a living room. They need a sitting room, study room, I should say. Because, this is about building skills, and then they also need a kitchen, and they need a bathroom, and then they need bedrooms, and then they... Excuse me. Then they need places for the kids. Excuse me, I just coughed. Sorry about that. So anyway, we're working away here, but it's hard to make a lot of different spaces when there is less room to work. So So I'm just getting those pictures in here. Making sure to get the thermostat. Get some more little skill building spaces in. And of course, we need our rug. And then we need our kitchen. I'm just chugging away. And I like the idea, those are like pet treats, but like I like the idea of them being like spices. And then I kind of forgot about doing both sides at the same time, so they do ultimately start to look different, which I think is fine too, because they're two different homes, two different color styles. And got that fan in there. Oh, my voice is all messed up now from coughing. I'm sorry, you guys. I would like to keep narrating though. Anyway, so we're back over here and we're like, okay, let's get some different skill building things going on. This one has the fireplace. And you can see it's got a different feel to it on this side. You gotta be real careful about the rugs and the fireplaces in this game. It flames up real fast on you. And I have just kind of like a tall table there because I wanted this to feel kind of intimate, kind of small. Cozy, one would say. And I like that those were back to back, by the way, just because it feels like you can't see the back of it. And I like that because it just bugs me. And I don't know why I said that. I was like, oh, can't connect. And so I was like, all right, fine, connect. Anyway, we're just chugging along, making sure I've got all this stuff. And then we're going to start on the upstairs after saving, because you know this is The Sims. You got to save a lot. Let's get our lights in before I forget. That is something I have a tendency to forget about. Just a little difference there. You know, when you make like a little balcony, even if it's not usable, it kind of helps make it, just breaks it up. So this was tricky. I didn't want the hallway to be too narrow, but I needed the rooms to be bigger, and it was like too far along to like make the bottom bigger. And honestly, I probably should have done like both the top and the bottom before I decorated, just to make sure that they excuse me, it's been a long day before I decorated, because then it would have been better if I needed to move things around a little bit. But you know what? It's a challenge and I enjoy challenges. I'm just grabbing those colors to kind of mimic it along the way. I find like mimicking the same hall color and like floor color to the basement bottom layer really makes it just pop. There we go. Just making sure the doors are in where we want them. That's a little dizzying, isn't it? Spin, 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 spin. As I'm analyzing everything. And I had to make sure I got a tub in this one. And then I was like, wait, let's add the door over here instead. Grab the similar counters. Make sure there's sinks. You know, gotta do the thing. Put in some carpet. And then I was like, oh no, that is too small. It's like, okay, we got this. And so we ended up doing that. I don't like how the two doors are like corner to corner right there for the bathroom and that other bedroom. But you know what? Sometimes it is what it is. So I imagine this side having like an older child and then a younger child. Maybe a teenager in this room. There we go. Got some flags. See, I kind of gotten bad about not putting things on the walls, but like I'm trying to like get better about that. I gave them some degrees. I think they're just high school degrees, but it just makes it look fancier. Like they've maybe accomplished some stuff. I mean, trust me, doing high school is an accomplishment for sure. But I don't think they're like college degrees, is my point. Gotta get my plants in there. Here's just like a little like computer room. Get some color popping in there. And then this will be like the younger child's room. And you know, at first I did the bassinet, and then I do ultimately remove that. And I was trying to get, you know, I did want that changing table in there. It's unfortunate that the garbage couldn't be in there too. But, you know, you can't have everything, so it is what it is. I like to pretend like there's a little mirror for the little one to, like, you know, for self-discovery, you know, where they can see themselves and see their own, you know, their smile and stuff like that. I don't know. It's the daycare worker in me. I used to work daycare, and mirrors were fantastic. There we go. You know, just getting some deco on the wall for the little one. And those are paper mache supposed to be. So, like, if they, like, in real life, like, if he wouldn't want anything hanging on the walls like that, because there could be a strangulation issue. But, like, those aren't super bad because, like, they would just tear. I mean, then you'd have to worry about it, the child eating it and all that great stuff. But then again, this is The Sims. So, you know, you can't be too worried about it. And again, these are up on the gallery. All my houses are up on the gallery. I have some families up there too. I have a lot of older builds up there. My tag is the same as my videos, is the Ashliness with one S. You know, please, you know, feel free to download, change them, do whatever you want with them, redecorate them, totally remodel them, whatever you want to do. That, you know, you're of course welcome to it, because in my eyes, once it's up there, it's fair game. So it's not gonna hurt my feelings. And then, you know, if you've got some that you'd like remodeled, let me know. I'd be happy to jump in there and help you out. You just have to let me know like what you want, and like, or overview of what you want, and then like what packs you have, so I can make sure I match. I have pretty much everything. I just don't have all the kits. Because, you know, the kits. Some of them, I mean, they're tempting, don't get me wrong. But, like, some of them feel kind of silly to get. I did give in and get the party one. I was like, ooh, fog machine. Ooh, disco ball. I should do, like, a community lot next, or soon. And have those. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But yeah, I was going to do the kids' stuff out here, and then I decided to do it in this little room here, because I was like, oh, I'll just shove them in there. And then give them some stuff. And then I was like, oh, I don't really have computers in this build, in this side of the house, I should say. So made sure they had those. Almost done. We're almost done. Yep. We just have a little bit more wall art and to do the yard and the roof. Can't forget the roof. And a little more decorating here. Again, you would not want to do these string lights in real life because, you know, strangulation of the baby or younger child. You just don't want to do that. But they look pretty though, don't they? And at first I was going to bring this roof all the way across, but then I decided against it. I was like, nope. Nope. And then I remembered I had some extra stuff here that needed to find a home. So just kind of bringing those in there. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, let's get the pictures in. Get the collectibles going. And again, I don't know if these are any value to her or not, but you know, they sure enough were there, so I wanted to be respectful and give them back. Now just time for some yard work, and I did turn on move objects on because, you know, it just makes it so much easier when doing foliage. And you can see the ground bumps there, which makes it a little tricky, so I had to like really be mindful of what I was doing. I confess there is some levitating plants going on, but I try to kind of cover that up the best I could with these bushes. And then I was like, oh, should I do more? And then I was like, I don't want to overdo it. And so I figure maybe they would have like some open areas here. The trees, and I didn't like these two trees. But you know what? We're pretty much at the end, you guys. We're going to do an overview here pretty quick. And I'm turning it into the rental so that making that happen, which has been hit or miss with people being able to actually use them. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, this has been a really fun build. I think it turned out really pretty. It's definitely different from how it started, but I really enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you were inspired. It was really easy to build. Like they said, the biggest challenge was doing the upstairs because I just kind of didn't have enough room, but it made it more challenging, and this is definitely a home that I wouldn't mind living in myself for my Sims. Anyway, so this is the end of the video. I appreciate you listening to me ramble and choke on my own spit there for a second and yawn on you. This has been a different kind of, narration, but I really hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment, and maybe even download the home. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, night, or whatever time it is for you. Bye!